Hey, it's your girl Cassie King, and I'm coming to you live and in color. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you are notified every time your girl drop another video. Hey. All right, guys. So if you are on the live stream, thank you so much for giving me like a minute to kind of grab me a drink of water and come back to you guys. I know we are on a short time frame. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Before I go, okay, hold on. And unforgiveness. Before I go, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I'm gonna post this on YouTube as well. It's just, it gave me the heebie-jeebies because it's giving very much so somebody want to get on my last nerve. Now, if you guys don't know what's going on in the world right now, it's giving very much so somebody try to sue TikTok, and we had TikTok first. You see what I'm saying? I don't like that. Now, if you guys don't know this about your girl Cassie King, I love me some TikTok. I like it because I made my algorithm very positive. And I made my algorithm give very much so. I'm going to be successful and all the things are the things, right? So I like TikTok. I think that TikTok I probably got a TikTok problem. I might even need a TikTok intervention. Don't quote me. But I just don't like the fact that every time I turn around, here goes somebody trying to get rid of my TikTok. First of all, we had TikTok first. Period. Okay. No, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I think that this is a parental issue, not necessarily a TikTok issue, because some of the lawsuits are basically trying to say that TikTok is addicting. No, what it is that you need to go in there and tell them kids to turn that phone off, go down there, go clean them baseboards, go up in that basement and go wash all them cobwebs and all them spider webs and all that up in there, and just go spray down up in there. They also need to go up in their clothes, the shoes and clothes that they no longer wear. They need to go ahead, put it in the bag so that you can donate it to the Goodwill. They need to go in that backyard and go pick up them leaves, rake them leaves and most of that lawn, pick up all that dog poop. They need to go up in the front yard and go to the neighbor house and volunteer to do her grass and his grass. If they need to, go ahead and put their name down on the list. They need to go down to the church house and volunteer at the church house to see how they can clean and vacuum the church house on during Bible study. That's what y'all need to be doing. Not trying to sue TikTok because your kids can't get off that phone. There's plenty of things to do to get your kid up off that phone. See, I was raised by old school parents, okay? Ain't no just oh my oh Billy's addicted to TikTok. Billy's addicted to Snapchat. No, Billy ain't addicted to nothing. Get that phone and tell Billy to go outside and go clean up. Billy need to go in and fix on that what's the name? You know what? Since Billy can't get up off that phone, when you tell Billy to get up off that phone, that he can go ahead and volunteer at the after school program down there at the elementary school and help the kids learn their ABCs. Oh, Billy don't want to get off the phone. What are you going to tell Billy to go down there and volunteer over there at the homeless shelter and tell him this is where you end up if you can't focus on what you need to focus on? You're going to end up right down here and volunteer to help them people and get him some of his free clothes. Since Billy don't want to get up and get dressed in and do what he need to do, Billy can go ahead and get them clothes and people down there at the homeless shelter and donate. And he can go down there and volunteer to help feed the homeless down there at the homeless shelter. He can volunteer to be a cafeteria person. That's what Billy can do since Billy can't get off the phone. TikTok ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'm tired of seeing it. Your kids ain't no addicted to. If your kid if you have as a parent, hold on, let me calm down. I'm gonna find it. If your child is addicted to that phone, don't go suing the phone. You need to go down there, put your tennis shoes on, and tell Susan to bring her tail down there and bust them suds. She need to wash some dishes and load that dishwasher. She need to get behind that refrigerator, pull that refrigerator out and sweep behind there. That's what she needs to do. She need to go on down there and start building a resume. So when she graduates, she be ready for a job. She need to go on down there on Indeed and start practicing on what it means to apply for work. She need to learn how to do some hair. She need to be volunteering on. She need to be cutting hair and dyeing hair. She like to sit up and play in her hair all day. She need to go ahead and volunteer at the nail salon and sweep some fur and sweep some hair up off the floor. She need to do something. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. I'm not with that. Because it makes no sense to me that they want to sue social media for children being addicted to an app, to a phone. No, you need to go on up in there, open that door, open that room door. Go ahead, put some alarms around, and tell her she can't get off that phone until all the baseboards in that room is clean and turned back white. Since she didn't get it the first time. But mom, but future homeless woman. Oh, since he don't want to get off that phone, he don't want to get off that video game. Go ahead and just change the Wi-Fi code until he finished volunteering at the homeless shelter for a week. Oh, the homeless shelter is too dangerous. Tommy can't go to the homeless shelter. It's too dangerous in our area. Someone liable to rob him. Well, I bet he learned, huh? I bet he learned to get off that phone. When you tell him to get off that phone, I bet you he learned that. And you don't want to see your little beautiful precious child down there to donate to where he may end up if he keep on being addicted to a phone and not doing something productive with his time. Then he need to volunteer around the house. All the chores belong to him until he get the message. Wash, cook, clean. But I don't know how to cook. Put some noodles on. That's what we're gonna have for dinner until you learn how to cook something else. But we're gonna be hungry. Oh, I bet you is. Because I'm just so confused. What TikTok got to do with anything? I've been on TikTok for a long time. TikTok would never be addicted. It's your fault right now. Anybody see that? Anybody see that clip with that dude? He was like the rapper. I can't remember what his name. I don't know. I got no business watching rappers. But he was doing he had popped a perk, right? He was like, perk. Oh, you don't do perk? Oh, okay. I'm itching for it right now. But I'm itching for TikTok right now. Talk about TikTok. Let me show y'all this clip real quick. And then we got to get out of here. Itching for it right now. Take my TikTok. Ooh, you said the wrong thing. I thought somebody was gonna say something. Anyway, as you guys can see, they trying to sue for all kind of stuff. Oh, it's addicting. It's da 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 da. It's da da da. Shut up. They're doing too much. They're da 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 da. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Take the phone away and put them to work. The old school way. Oh, you don't want to take. You don't want. Oh. You think that you grown? You don't have to listen to me when I tell you to get off that phone. I don't care what you got going. I don't care what is going on. Enough. Phone time is enough. You need to get this schoolwork done. I need everything to be pulled up. If you got a C and lower in anything, in any subject, until you pull that up, unfortunately, I can't afford to buy you no phone. Unfortunately, I don't know what the password is. Hack my house if you want to. It's a special place for kids like that. Put your foot down, Susan. Put your foot down, Susan. Tell her no. Tell her to, but see, y'all got to be real careful because I've been seeing some of these clips about people taking these kids' phones and then they start tearing up y'all household. Go down there, go get you a bat and just flinch at them like that and see, because These kids tearing their parents' house up nowadays. I don't know what y'all got going on. Me personally, I better not do none of that around my mama to this day. My mama believe in doing one of these. Get the flinching like, ooh, to this day, I'm getting flashbacks right now. Tell them no. Tell them to turn the Wi-Fi off.
Users, many of them minors, like Demetrius Austin's preteen sisters.
The government's saying that a lot of times these systems make it possible for kids to get accounts without parents' permission, and then you don't know what they're posting.
You don't know what they're posting and what they're looking at, because like I said, anything they watching or hearing got a big effect to their brain.
The Department of Justice's lawsuit alleges TikTok and its China parent company violated a federal law requiring kid-oriented apps and websites to get parental consent before collecting the personal information of children under 13. According to the complaint, the DOJ is all...
That's why you have to go through their stuff. You got to do, because let me tell you something. When you have a kid, one thing about it is they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. So what you do is you find a wayer, okay? When they go through the little phone, it's this and the third. When they go through the phone, this and the third. You need to be going into their phone, making sure that you have face recognition and you know their passwords and stuff like that. And you need to be going through deleted posts and deleted posts and messages and emails. And you need to be doing that once or twice a week. And soon as you find out that they posted something inappropriate, or you find out they downloaded something that they didn't get your permission for, as soon as you find out that they downloaded something and they did something on that phone or on one of them apps without getting your verification first, go down there and go get you one of them good old belts or something and wear them out, and then take that phone from them and discipline your child. Y'all don't be disciplining. We used to get whoopings. Y'all need to bring the whoopings back. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, but that's abuse, well then take that phone from them until they can't take it no more, till they start sweating out the ear. Make them beg and sweat for it. They shouldn't be even able to be using nothing at that schoolhouse. You need to be going through the school tablets, everything, because your child come first. Don't go talking, oh, well, they can download things without parental. Listen, these kids could get parental. Listen, let me tell you something. Back in my day, I used to forge my mama's signature on stuff. Report cards and field trip stuff and stuff like that. My mom would find out. She'd be like, you know what? She'll give me past stuff because my mom, she used to work and go to school full time. She like, you know what? Go ahead. But sometimes I would be in big trouble for that. But she always found out. She was on my head about everything. And that's how parents need to be. Oh, let me see that phone. No, this is your month. This is your weekly checkup, and you change the day. 1 week is, you do it every other Tuesday, every other Wednesday, every other Thursday. They don't ever know what day, and they just gonna be deleting stuff. But what you need to do is you need to go to that phone bill and make fake accounts and add them on their little stuff. Do all that. Protect your child. Don't blame the people for making because the people gonna make their money either way it go.
Also accusing TikTok of failing to comply with parents' requests to delete their children's accounts and information. TikTok released a statement on X saying, "We disagree with these allegations, many of which relate to past events and practices that are factually inaccurate or have been addressed. We are proud of our efforts to protect children, but that's little consolation for Rocka James."
Only I post my kids on my page. My kids don't have no TikTok. They're not going to get no TikTok. I'm not going to start a TikTok for them.
The Federal Trade Commission started reviewing issues related to this case back in 2019 after reaching a $5.7 million settlement with TikTok's predecessor, Musical.ly, also for violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. At that time, it was the largest fine in the law's more than 20-plus year history. Pedram Tabibi is a social media legal scholar.
This is a significant lawsuit. which could stand to subject TikTok to billions of dollars in fines and injunctive relief. It may change the way that TikTok approaches children's privacy and data going forward.
And this lawsuit is happening at the same time that ByteDance, which is TikTok's parent company, is fighting a new law that would force it to sell all of TikTok's U.S. assets by January 19th or be banned. On the Lower East Side, Duarte Geraldino, Fox 5 News.
Comment down below. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you feel like people need to start basically increasing their parental control, or do you think it's a hand in hand? Comment down below. Me personally, as a mother, I do feel like it's both. It's a little bit of both because number one, TikTok denied all these allegations, obviously. Number one, there should, if there's a kid, all of these apps need to start having some type of ID recognition. If they don't have the ID valid right then and there, then they shouldn't be able to get on the app. And I think that that's what all apps need to start doing from this day forward, just to eliminate that, right? Another thing I think that people should start doing is watching their kids on what they're doing on this phone, because it's not just about TikTok, it's not just about Snapchat, it's not about any specific particular case. This is about a situation of having more control over what your kids are doing on them phones. Take that phone and put them to work around the house. Tell them to start washing some of the walls and the door, go into the garage and organize some of them boxes in the garage. Going down there, tell them to start, sweeping the leaves up in the backyard. Put them to work. Make them too tired to want to even be trying nothing extra on the phone by the time they get home. Because I feel like when you make them more busier, they'll have less time to want to do something inappropriate or whatever the case may be, or want to be addicted to no dang on phone. They be too tired. By the time they get home, they got their little chores, and then they got to go to bed. They'll probably have a little bit of phone time, but at that point, you're like, did you do your homework? They're like, oh, I got homework too. So by the time they get on the phone, they be at the phone, they probably be on the phone on their way home from school, on their way to school, and on the weekend. Because you got to keep them busy. You got to make sure that they do a summer after school program, sports, whatever the case may be. Come on now, y'all know. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe my parents and them used to be strict. People don't be like whoop their kids and all this and the third. They, gentle parenting. Somebody need to get that open hand to the tail. Open hand to the butt. Bend them over that knee. And if you got teenagers, then go ahead and put them to work. Put them to work. Do some volunteer stuff. Do some things that they be like, man, I got it good. Let me just, whatever this lady say, whatever my mom and my dad say, let me just listen, because I get to being too long on that phone. They won't never stop me from working. But I think also too, what happens is the economy is so crazy where people are working more than they're parenting, and a lot of things slip through the cracks. Okay, but children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. So you got to start putting that structure in at a young age. Okay, when you start your day, follow your schedule, get your schedule, be productive. Fun time or free time is after you've done everything you need to do, and keep them so busy that by the time it's time for them to do what they need to do, or by the time they want to get on the phone or whatever the case may be, they be like, they don't really got much time. They got to choose between showering and going to sleep. Some people's kids be up on that phone all night long and be sleeping at school. That's the case. Well, go ahead, turn that Wi-Fi, change that Wi-Fi password, take that phone back. That way, by the time they get grown, they'll have it in them to prioritize being productive. Because if you don't get them to prioritize being productive now, when they get grown, they're going to prioritize fun over being productive, and then they're going to become poor and homeless. They're not going to prioritize school and their career choice. They're not going to prioritize school and going to work. They're going to prioritize hanging out and playing video games and being on the phone and drinking and smoke, whatever the case may be. And they're going to prioritize fun over being productive. Therefore, just going to live off the little hard-earned money you get left them behind, or They're not going to be able to, they're not going to have a healthy life. Life is not going to be great for them, because we are in a situation, in a life now where being productive is a must. Fun come later. They should be, some parents, they need to get their kids the phone on a weekend. At a certain time, I come from like a little bit of a house phone era. I'll be in the phone, another line in the house come on the phone. Okay, it's time for you to get off the phone now. Tell your little friend to hang up. Y'all got to go to school tomorrow. Get off that phone now. Thank you. Mom. Nowadays, y'all need to just go ahead and cut the Wi-Fi off. Change the Wi-Fi to phone on the weekend only. 1-1. Hashtag. Seriously? Are you seriously? Yeah. Comment down below. You guys tell me, do you feel like this is a parental issue, or do you guys feel like these apps are getting a little too lenient when it comes to the kids, and the structure can be, inappropriate for the children to have this kind of free access? Or do you feel like it's a mixture of both? It's your girl, Cassie King, and I am out. Hugs and kisses, and I'll see you soon.